Hey guys, I'm Thomas from Thomas and Jack Do Movies, and in this video I'm going to be uh, doing the top 5 best and worst sequels of 2018 movies, as our channel says, so let's get right into it. This is going to be an interesting one. So starting out with the worst, I want to start this on a low note so we can just get better as we go along. So first off, we're going to number 5, Mary Poppins Returns. Just the fact that this movie has the name Mary Poppins in it makes me think it deserves a number 5. So number 4 is The Nun. So I haven't seen The Nun. I don't know if Jack has, but Jack was like, "Hey, you need to put The Nun on the list." So I was like, "Heck with it, I'm putting The Nun on the list." So it's on the list at number 4. So number 3 is Fallen Kingdom. Now I don't want to say this movie was necessarily bad, because it was, I guess, rewatchable, but it was just one of the most mediocre movies of this year. Yeah, I take that back. Speaking of mediocre movies of this year, next up is Pacific Rim Uprising. I was a huge fan of the first Pacific Rim. You know, who doesn't love robots punching monsters and then monsters punching robots? It's pretty cool, and it has an okay story, too. You know, it had a pretty solid story. And then they came out with Pacific Rim Uprising, and they were just doing their best to do a cash grab. I didn't like it. It was so mediocre. It just wasn't worth my time watching it. It just deserves number 2 on this list. But number one on worst sequels of 2018 is The Predator. I don't even know what else to say. It sucks. Jack said for me to say that it was the worst movie ever, by far the worst movie of 2018. I may have that message up here, but it is just so stinking bad. Just deserves to be number 1 on this list. So now I'm going to have some not so honorable mentions. These are movies that were bad, but weren't bad enough to make it on the list, or there was some complication that I couldn't put them on the list. So coming in with our first honorable mention is Hereditary. I don't know a lick of crap about this movie. I know nothing about this movie. But I was texting Jack this morning and he said, "Hey, you need to put Hereditary on the list, or at least on honorable mention." So I did that. Now, this next movie has to be, if The Predator is the worst movie ever, this is the second worst movie ever. This is The Last Jedi. Now, I know what you're thinking, Thomas, this isn't a 2018 movie, but it was still in theaters in 2018, so that's why I'm giving it a not so honorable mention. So, now we're going to do the best sequels of 2018. There were some good sequels this year, and there were just some really solid movies this year. Coming in at number 5 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. The first Ant-Man was my favorite Marvel movie until Thor Ragnarok. It was an amazing movie in my opinion. I know a lot of people thought it was crap, but I loved it. So Ant-Man and the Wasp came along, and it was pretty solid. I really enjoyed it, and did deserve a number 5. Number 4, Creed 2. Just an awesome movie. Like, after the Rockies are probably my favorite franchise of all time. Star Wars, Marvel, DC, what else? I don't know. Predators, Expendables, I don't know what else. But the Rockies are probably my favorite. And Creed 2 is just another great addition. Awesome story, great movie. We actually did a review on it, Jack and Silas. I don't know, I may have an info card pop up here with the review in it. So yeah, go check that out. And number 3 is Bumblebee. I haven't seen the movie. Jack saw the movie. And he thought it was really solid, great story, great movie. He actually did a review on it with a counter review of Aquaman. Again, I may have some info card pop up here, wherever. Maybe, I don't know if I have time to do that. Number 2 is Mission Impossible Fallout. Again, another one I haven't seen, but Jack was like, that needs to be number 2. And he said it was just so awesome. I don't know. I am such a huge fan of the first Mission Impossible. I don't know if Fallout could beat it, but I don't know. I just think I can't give my thoughts because I haven't seen the movie. And number 1 best sequel of 2018. This movie is so great. It is Avengers Infinity War. So, there's nothing really more to say here. It's just so awesome. Okay, so now I have some honorable mentions for the best sequels. Incredibles 2, good movie. Again, not good enough to make it above Ant-Man and the Wasp. Halloween, didn't see it. Saw people say it was good. Saw people say it was bad. To me, it looked pretty solid. Looked okay, so I was like, hey, I'll throw it in here. And A Quiet Place. Now, I know what you think, Thomas. A Quiet Place isn't a sequel. It's, you know, an original movie. But when I looked up sequel movies of 2018 on Google, I may have the picture up here, it said A Quiet Place. And it also said A Girl in a Spider's Web. Is that the name of the movie? Maybe? I don't know. But it had that in there, which neither of those are sequels, but since they said it on Google and A Quiet Place is a good movie, I'm throwing it in here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was my video where I ranked all of the best and worst sequels of 2018. So be sure to watch all our other videos up here on the screen. Subscribe, like. I'm Thomas from Thomas Injecting Movies. See y'all next time. Peace out. Please get out of my studio. Thank you. Goodbye. Be gone with you, Satan.